Hello, English 092 students. This is Dr. Swanberg with a brief review of our syllabus. Now, we went over this in great detail on the first day, so if you missed the first day, you need to read the syllabus very carefully and come to meet with me if you have any questions about it. This is a contract that tells what's expected of you throughout the semester, and we really spent the entire class period going over it, so this is really not intended to replace that, but to help you read through it on your own very carefully to understand what's in it. This is an English 092 class, and my name is Dr. Swanberg. My office is on the Bessemer campus. The office phone there is 929-3452, and my email address is aswanberg@lawsonstate.edu. I do have Birmingham office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays, and for those you'd go to the Office of Academic Affairs, just around the corner from our classroom. You can also see me on the Bessemer campus if you're over there on Tuesdays or Thursdays or Friday mornings by appointment. For textbooks and other learning resources in this class, you need the textbook Exploring Writing, Sentences, and Paragraphs, and you're looking for the 3rd edition. You're also going to need Connect software. This is bundled with the textbook, and you're going to need actually, we're not going to use the criterion code in this class, so you can skip that purchase. So you're going to be using textbook Exploring Writing, and then we'll be using Blackboard to submit our work. You do need Blackboard in this class. You need it all the time. So make sure that you're using it on a regular basis. If you're having a hard time using Blackboard, head to the Space Center for a little bit of help. These are our student learning outcomes for this class. They're on the bottom of page 2. You need to read them carefully to make sure you understand what you're being asked to learn. Basically, we'd like you to be able to write a very strong, well-developed, cohesive paragraph and have really strong English grammar skills by the time you leave this class. This is a list of things you're going to expect to be graded on this semester. There may be more small assignments, but there cannot be less than the things that are on this list for anyone taking an 092 class at Lawson State. On the top of page 4, this is where it tells you where your grade comes from. You can see that the paragraphs that we turn in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, are the bulk of your grade. Without them, you cannot pass this class. If you miss one paragraph, say you don't turn in paragraph 4, then an A is no longer available to you, and if your other grades are C's, you're not going to end up passing the class because it lowers your grade to a D to be missing that one assignment. So make sure you're turning in all of your major assignments. Also, your quiz average and your homework average are a significant portion of your grade. They're 25% of your grade. And those are things that are based on attendance. So if you're not attending regularly, 25% of your grade can go to the tank really quickly. So make sure you're attending and doing your homework and taking your weekly quizzes or your daily quizzes. I do drop a certain number of these at the end of the semester. The number that I drop is proportional to the number that we have. Your grade in this class has to be a 69.5 or higher. We do round up to that 70 if you are 69.5 or higher, but you need to have a 70% to move to 093. You need to pass both the coursework and the exit exam. The only exception to this are the folks who are taking the exit exam as a diagnostic at the beginning of the term. Attendance is required. I spoke about this on the first day, but I've found that the students who attend my class regularly almost always pass. The students who do not attend regularly almost never pass my class. So it's not really a matter of how many times you can be absent as what's going to happen to your grade if you're not coming to class. Makeup work. Because all of our assignments are turned in online, there's no reason to ever turn something in late unless you're having a true emergency. Late assignments can earn, however, some passing credit if they're turned in within 1 week that the original deadline was due. Those credits, if they are of passing quality, are at 70%. That means it's the lowest possible passing grade if your work is late, and that's if it's 1 day late or the full week late. After 1 week late, late assignments are no longer accepted. There can be exceptions made to this if you have documentation of an emergency. Lateness. Lateness really has the same effect on your grade as absence. If you're consistently late to class, you're missing things and your grade is going to go down. It's really a natural consequence. If you do come late, please be quiet, take a look at what's going on in the room, and have a seat quietly. If the students are working on something, please come see me to find out what they're working on. Academic integrity is really important. That means doing all your own work. Please read this section on plagiarism and cheating very, very carefully. There are high penalties for plagiarizing or cheating. Plagiarizing is using someone else's ideas, words, or phrasing and representing those ideas, words, or phrasing as your own, either on purpose or by accident. So it's a really big deal. You should only ever use your own words, not the words of a tutor, not the words that you found online, not even the words of a dictionary without proper citation. And since we don't require citation in this class, and we don't require research in this class, there's absolutely never any reason to use anyone's words but your own. Cheating can earn you a 0 on a test, and it'll be tracked. Both plagiarism and cheating are tracked by the advocate system and are prohibited in the Student Code of Conduct. Make sure you read about these carefully. We're also going to have another screencast presentation video lecture on plagiarism and cheating, and then we'll have a quiz on it. So make sure you read this carefully because you're going to be quizzed on it very soon. Behavior in class. We come to class on time and we stay for the whole class. We stay awake and look alert. We stay on task and don't text, chat socially, or wander in and out. We bring our books and notebooks every time. We take notes and ask questions. We're kind, respectful, and patient with all class members and visitors. We leave the room cleaner than we found it. We're helpful, and we follow the Lawson dress code, and we follow the Lawson Student Code of Conduct at all times. The Lawson Student Code of Conduct can be located on the website under Current Students, and you should read it carefully. It outlines all the infractions to the Student Code of Conduct and what the proper penalties are. The next thing we need to discuss is a statement of discrimination or harassment. Absolutely no kind of discrimination or harassment will be permitted in this class by anyone. We cannot discriminate based on an individual's race, color, gender, religion, national origin, age, or disability, or veteran status, or for that matter, economic status. Everyone needs to be treated equally and will be treated equally in this class. Harassment or discrimination is an immediate dismissal from this class and a report to the advocate system. Americans with disabilities have the right to accommodations to help them get their work done in the best way that they can. In order to have the accommodations you are due as an ADA student, if you are an ADA student, you need to please contact Ms. Falana Suggs or Ms. Herndon if you're on the Bessemer campus, and make sure that you have an accommodations letter. This letter needs to be presented to each teacher each semester. If you had accommodations in a previous semester or at a previous school, you need to see them and get a new letter. Things do not carry over from one semester to another or from one school to another. It is absolutely essential that if you need support for working with a disability, that you get that support. So please make sure that you're following through and being a good advocate for yourself and for the needs that you have. The course calendar will be posted on Blackboard, and when you have read this form, I'd like you to find it on Blackboard, print your syllabus, sign the last page, and bring it to me. Please make sure you have read the entire document carefully, as it does serve as a contract for this class. And by staying in the class, you are agreeing to this contract. Thank you.